best time of the morning.
Come on,
Yes.
you guys
With
ready for a
Pop-Tarts.
jam-packed pop start with Pop-Tarts eventually? But we are going to start this morning with Billboard. For months, the music site has been counting down its list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century. So far, the lineup has included the likes of Lady Gaga, Drake, Rihanna, Taylor Swift. So who's number one? Let's roll the tape. And the crown goes to Queen Bee, of course. Billboard naming the 32-time Grammy winner at the top of their list, explaining that while Taylor Swift is the century's biggest pop star by the numbers, Beyoncé won the staff-chosen editorial list based on her full 25 years of influence, impact, and evolution. I think that makes sense.
I disagree with that. Not one bit.
You don't disagree?
No, heck no.
Well, congrats to Beyonce.
I'm glad you did, yeah, because the Beehive would be out.
Yeah, exactly. You don't disagree with that.
We can't lose you.
Next up, Spotify, the music streamer, just dropped its annual Wrapped Roundups, giving users all the data about their most streamed music of the year. The top 3 songs around the world in 2024, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso at number 1, followed by Benson Boone with Beautiful Things, love that song, and Birds of a Feather from Billie Eilish. We peeked at our rap list, and here are the results. Savannah, no surprise here, you're number 1. 3 songs around the world in 2024, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso at number 1, followed by Benson Boone with Beautiful Things, love that song, and Birds of a Feather from Billie Eilish. We peeked at our rap list, and here are the results. Savannah, no surprise here, your number 1 song was, of course, Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone. You're not our only Swiftie on this couch because Hoda's number 1 also goes to T Swift. Cruel Summer was at the top of your list. And guys, it looks like you're on trend. Taylor was the most streamed artist on the platform.
Well, we are Swifties, and our kids have
are
control of our Spotify.
Yeah, that's absolutely why. And then they don't just listen to a song once.
No, over and over and over. For days.
No. Craig, what did you have on repeat?
If I'm not mistaken, it was your jam. It was Shabuzi.
Shabuzi?
That was my number 1 song. That was my
song, yeah.
That was my number 1 song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
How what did you end up with?
Oh, it's the same every year.
18?
No.
Philadelphia Freedom.
Philadelphia Freedom.
Is it really the same every year?
Every year.
It's playing in your dressing room all the time.
Yeah,
Every morning.
it's, and especially we wish Sir Elton the best. We just talked about his losing his eyesight. So we just listen all the time.
All the time.
All right. What was yours?
I also had a throwback. This is random. I didn't know what to expect. The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
Oh!
Yes, right? Anyway, because of the kids, they want to listen over and over and over.
My cousin-in-law is the drummer for Jimmy.
What?
Yeah, cousin Jack. He's the drummer for Jimmy.
Well, can you let them know that that's my number 1?
I will. I'll text him right now.
2024. I love that. If you want to see what you chose, just go to Spotify and you can find your own rap recap in the app
I
right
love
now.
the rap recap.
Yeah.
I do too, because you never know what you're up to all year. Fun. And it tells us. Next up, Gilmore Girls. 8 years since the Netflix reboot, there's only one thing powerful enough to bring the show back.
Please, Luke. Please, please, please.
How many cups have you had this morning?
None.
Plus?
5, but yours is better.
You have a problem.
Yes, I do.
Junkie.
Angel, you've got wings, baby.
You've got it.
Of course, coffee is bringing them back. This week, stars of Stars Hollow reunited for a Walmart holiday commercial. Here's a peek.
Luke? Eric?
Kirk?
Lorelai?
Coffee, 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 please.
Coming right up.
Luke? You shouldn't have.
I had to. You're drinking me out of business.
Thank you.
With top brands, they'll
All right, Luke, Lorelai, even Kirk back together for this one. As for if there will be any more episodes of the beloved show, Lauren Graham told E! News that's up to creator Amy Sherman Palladino. Fans will just have to keep their caffeinated fingers crossed.
It's having quite the resurgence.
It is, especially when the tween girls
Tweens love it. Yeah, and then it's streaming, so then they, they bring it
All
back.
that's old is new again.
There you go. That's what I'm banking on.
Really hanging on to that one. All right, next up, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means.
What?
A new episode of Making Space just dropped.
Yay!
To find it, just scan our QR code at the bottom of your screen. This week's guest, designer and founder, Kendra Scott, who opened up about what keeps her motivated.
You know, I always just keep my head down, and every day I wake up and I'm never complacent. I want to be better than I was yesterday. No one can do it alone. And I say often, my name is on this brand, but it is the DNA of all the people that have worked with me, work with me, that have believed in me, that have been there for me. That is why I'm sitting here today.
Sounds like another great conversation.
She is awesome. She really gives back, like, beyond. She's she's got $1 billion company.
Wow. Started
off with just a woman who was selling jewelry in a tray, and still she gives back and gives back. I think that's what keeps her going. She's cool, really cool. I loved her.
All right, well, to listen to the latest episode, just search for Making Space with Hoda Kotb wherever you get your podcasts. And Hoda, we're not done with you just yet. We have a sneak peek at the latest issue of People magazine. It includes the most intriguing people of the year list. And look who's there.
Wait, why?
What is?
Yes.
You're with quite the list of people, too.
Look at you.
Okay, I didn't know.
Taylor.
Wow.
I find you very intriguing.
What was intriguing about her? We know, but what did they say?
Who knows?
You gotta actually buy the magazine.
I know.
Okay.
Yes.
You can read what's intriguing about Hoda and everyone else. See all the people featured on the list. Pick up the latest issue of People. It's on newsstands nationwide on Friday. And finally, we've been talking about it, Pop-Tarts. Last year, the beloved pastry announced its first ever edible mascot at college football's Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Oh.
Maybe you remember this.
We
Its
do.
descent into a giant toaster that quickly won over the internet.
Jinx.
Rest in peace, frosted strawberry. Well, now 3 flavors are competing to be the mascot at this year's game. We've got hot fudge sundae, wild berry, and then there's a mystery flavor.
Which one's the
that we
mystery?
now can
This
exclusively reveal is frosted cinnamon roll.
Frosted
I don't know which
That,
one's which.
I want the frosted cinnamon
Can we
roll.
try these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to break these?
Yes, these are the mini versions
sure?
of the
You
edible
sure?
You should ask
mascots.
somebody.
Yeah,
All right, go
we
ahead.
can dig
Go
right in.
ahead. They say it's okay.
Cinnamon roll.
Is that the
Okay.
cinnamon roll one?
I don't remember it. Ooh, this is strawberry. Anybody? This is enormous. I've never had a giant hot
See, I like them toasted. Just
Me
them
too.
toasted.
You need a big toaster.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Cinnamon roll is a 10.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, try it. We'll get some
Okay.
cinnamon here.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
I'm okay with it. Fans can vote for their favorite online, but it's the Bowl's MVP who will ultimately
Cinnamon
get
roll,
to
bro.
choose which
Cinnamon
edible
roll.
mascot makes it to mouth heaven. Pop-Tarts Bowl is scheduled for December 28th. Best of luck to all the colleges and all the pastries involved.
Did you try cinnamon roll?
No, I'm just
Oh, wow.
looking.
Good to know.
Just ahead.
He's always like,
We are so lucky, guys. We have a